Hello, hello. So this one is for when you've still got messy hair from your trail run, your shoes are still at the door, just drying out, and you just need a 10-minute reset after your run. And so, simply resetting your nervous system, bringing your whole body down to the earth, lying, and bring your knees together. Rest a hand on heart and on belly. And this is a down regulation for your nervous system. Take 3 deep diaphragmatic breaths. So breathing all the way in. Releasing everything on the exhale. And breathing in. And just landing in the space that you've arrived in. The hard work is done. The hills, the steps, the strides, the pace setting. Leave that all behind out on the trails and arrive on the mat. And this is your place to restore and replenish. This is your healing medicine. And so just carve out this time to arrive in your body, to land completely and let everything go. Couple more deep breaths here. Then just plant your soles on the earth and part your knees. Bring your right knee to your chest and hug it in. And circle your ankle a couple of different directions. And then place your right ankle on top of your left knee and draw your knees towards you. You could either grab your shin or your calf and pull your knees in and feel that deep stretch on the outer hips or wherever else you may feel it after your run. And hold. And don't forget to breathe. This whole 10 minutes should be an inward journey. You've been adventuring on the landscapes, on the mountains, on the trails, but now it's time to turn that adventure inwards to your interior landscape, to move through the challenges within, ease into the stiffness, the tension, and bring some lightness within. And gently releasing, moving slowly and placing your right foot back on the mat, lifting your left knee up towards you and placing and hugging it in, and then rotating your ankles both ways. Cracks and pops are welcome. And then drawing your left ankle across to your right thigh and pulling that in and reaching for your right thigh or right shin and landing in your shape. This is your time on the mat, so modify as you need. You know your body, or this is a really great way of getting to know your body. Bringing the awareness inwards. Stay with your breath, stay with the sensations, and notice where confrontation arises from within. Ease into any discomfort and settle in. And allow your body to release around your bones. And notice what this releases in your body. One more deep breath here. Unraveling. So reclaiming your center line and then bringing both knees to your chest, hugging it in and gently rocking. You're going to rock along your spine and come up to a seat. Bring your palms to your upper thighs, lengthen through your spine, lifting your crown, heavenly realms above. And then pushing over to all fours. However you want to make that journey there. And send your tailbone back, shine your heart space forward. And move through a couple of rounds of this flexion and extension through your spine. Cat-cow poses in yoga. And just intuitively move to your edges, your boundaries, before stepping right foot to the outside of your right palm and leaning in. And this is where you can bring some blocks into play if you have them, or books, or anything that can lift the ground closer to you, as it might just help for you to keep that extension lengthening through your posture as you land in your dragon pose. I like to keep the knee above ankle here. It's important to remember alignment in your postures. We're going to stay in these poses for about 1 minute. And so finding the right place to land is important. When we hold these deeper, longer tensile stretches, it starts to release into not just the superficial muscle layers, but the deeper fascial planes beneath. So sinking in for a couple more breaths here. And gently pulling back, finding your all four position again, and moving your left foot to the outside of your left hand, finding those blocks to release space through the vertebrae, finding your pose that you want to stay, and leaning in to whatever comes up from these spaces that you're opening up. When we run, everything contracts and tightens. So what we're inviting in is the opposite effects, to open up and lengthen, release. If it feels quite nice, gentle swaying movement can help for you to go deeper, or stillness can also just hold you in this space, help you witness what is truly within. And a couple more breaths here, breathing deeper into that openness and noticing if there's any more release. Notice where the tension sits in your body. Is it in your hips? Is it in your shoulders? Let's release and come back to that 4-point position. And I just mentioned shoulders, and you may have been carrying a pack today. So let us loosen up through the shoulders by coming into puppy pose, anahatasana, by dropping the heart space close to the earth, opening up the shoulders. You can either bring your forehead or your chin to the mat, and dropping heart space closer to the earth. And I'm sure if you have just been on the trails, you've had this beautiful connection with nature and the beat, the universal heartbeat that exists out there. And hopefully you've found some rhythm with that life force that flows. And just feel that life force, that healthy chi flowing through your body. As you open up your shoulders, you open up your heart and have this deep connection, bowing in reverence to Mother Earth in this moment. And one more breath here. Your fullest expression, and then easing out. Sending your knees back to bring your torso to the mat. And we'll come to a Sphinx pose, a gentle back bend, a counter-intuitive pose. For a couple of breaths here. I'm very mindful, I said this was a 10-minute class, and I haven't been keeping the time. So, only one more pose for us to practice after we just take a rebound. Maybe bring your palms to a pillow made with your hands. Bring your forehead towards them and let everything soften. Release everything from your bones, your skin, your fascia, your muscles. All of the connective tissues drop to the earth. Let it all go. And feel a more peaceful flow in your body. Feel supported and held by the mat as you melt into it. And from this prone position, I'm just going to invite you to reach back to your right foot, and then replace your forehead and just take a stretch here. Releasing the quads. Release that side and move to the left side. Finding the top of your foot, pull that in. If you need to find if you can't find that length, you could grab a strap or a top and just pull, wrap it around your foot and pull towards you. Slightly shorter hold, maybe about 40 seconds for deep diaphragmatic breaths, which should just about get us there. Using breath as an internal timing system so you can balance the body and bring yourself into equilibrium and release. And pushing back up for a last final legs up the wall posture. So I've just got a blanket next to the wall here, or you can use a bolster to lift up your hips. But just bringing your hips close to the wall and letting your spine be held. You can rest your arms out at shoulder height and release your jaw, release your tongue, and release the stories. Let everything land back in your body. Peace and surrender. Give gratitude and grace to your feet in this moment. Let the light shine onto your soul, figuratively and spiritually. And you can stay here for another 5 minutes if you wish. It really is the most restorative pose for post-run. Giving your feet the thanks and the medicine for all the steps that they've taken you on during your run. And hopefully this has been helpful to restore and to reset your body. It's a practice that I use very regularly. Just a few simple poses to restore and reset. Namaste.